Hey everybody, welcome back to another video right here with Chris G. So today we're going to take a look at the Pilot Prera, which is a fountain pen from the Pilot Company of Japan. Here's the Pilot Prera right here. This is a demonstrator pen, which means, all that means is, it's a fancy word to say clear. It's a clear pen, and you can see inside of the pen, and it's really nice. So first, let's just take a look at the body. The body of the pen is a very small pen. You can see that it only comes up to about the middle of my middle finger when it's capped and closed. It's actually the smallest pen that I own, but I really like it. The first time I picked this thing up in the store and I took the cap off of it and I held it in my hand, I just liked it for some reason. It just felt really good. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, it's a clear body. It's got a nice design on the cap. It says Prera on the front, and it's got the two rows of dots above and below the solid Prera sign, and then on the back it says Pilot Japan. All right. There's this white area on the cap, so you can't see inside to the nib. And I mean, other people have talked about it, and everybody I've heard just say, "Oh, I hate this. This is just so bad, and I don't like. Why did they do this?" I have no problem with this. The white right here, I think it looks pretty nice, actually. I mean, there are other pens that you can see inside, and good for them, good for those pens. But personally, I think this white looks really nice on the cap. It's just my opinion. There's a clip. It's pretty springy. And then on the top, it is just clear. I don't know if you can get a good focus on that, but it's not clear. It's silver on the top. And it's metal, but it's only metal at the very tip. This is plastic, and it's colored, actually. Actually, this Prera pen comes in a wide variety of colors. Some of them are in red, and there's solid colors where they're opaque and you cannot see inside, and then there's colors of other converter pens, and there's like red and pink, or the red and pink is the same. Red, blue, and some other colors. On the bottom part, there's also flat, and it has the black color. I got the black version of the pen just because it's classy, Gotta keep it classy. So let's pop off this cap. Boop. And that's one thing I really like about this pen as well, is the cap. It's really nice to open and close. So if you got, one of those fidgety things where you gotta move, this might be a nice pen to get just to open and close. But that's neither here nor there. All right, so I'm gonna take the cap off. Now we'll look at the pen. Again, since it's a demonstrator pen, you can see the ink flow into the, see the ink flow down into the tip. It's cool if you have colored ink, then you can also see the color of the ink flow down into the tip. This is a Pilot CM. What that is, a calligraphy medium. And all that means is that, if I can get a good focus on this, let's see if I can get a good focus on it. All that means is that the nib on this pen is flat. It does not have a tip on it. And it gives different line variations, and I'll show you that in a minute. If you compare that to, this is a Lamy, I don't think it's the Safari, it's one of those. But if you look at this, there is a little bead, almost like a button right on the end of the nib. It makes the line really almost like a round feeling type type of line. This, because it is flat, gives more of a square or rectangular feel to the line. I'll show you that when I do a demonstration of the pen. It's really easy to open up. You just twist the barrel and the barrel comes right off. This is a Con 50 converter for the Prera pen. The only thing I have to say about this pen is because it's so small, the converter is small, and because the converter is small, you can't put a lot of ink inside of it. So if you're gonna take this out and you're gonna go sketching with it for an extended period of time, make sure you bring ink with you, because if you sketch a lot, this ink is going to run out, okay? And the converter comes out really easy. It just pulls right out, and if you need to clean it or clean the inside of the pen. The tip and the feed come out as a pinch. So you pinch it and you can slide this piece right out and you can change the nib on it. I'm not gonna do it because I have ink inside of it and I don't feel like cleaning off my fingers after I get the ink on it. Okay, next after that. Again, this pen is really a small pen to hold. As you can see, I have big hands, so it barely gets into the curve of my hand when I hold it. And this is, if I'm writing with it, it's right on the edge. But the good thing about this pen is that it feels awesome when you post it. Guess who's been watching calligraphy videos? Fountain pen videos. This is called posting, when you put the cap on the back. Who knew that? Anyway, when you post it, it makes the pen feel very good to hold, and it's really comfortable. So I like that. This is the other things that come with the pen. My pen didn't come with a box. They just gave it to me with the things that came in the box. But this is a cartridge that comes with the pen, which I'm not going to use. And this is instructions, how to take care of the pen. And the instructions are in English and in Japanese. So if you speak English and you can read and understand English, that's good. If you can speak and read Japanese, that's even better. But guess what? If you can't read or speak English, and you can't read or speak Japanese, then you're SOL. You have to look on the website or look on YouTube or something. Anyway, now to compare this to, I really love that, some other fountain pens that I have. So with this part of the video, I'm just gonna speed it up because it's not that interesting and it doesn't take a lot because it's all just visual. And like I said before, this is just sizing up the pen compared to other fountain pens. But the Prera Pilot Prera pen is a small pen, so it doesn't matter which pen you put it up next to, it's probably gonna be smaller. So what I have it up against right now is comparing it to the middle pen is a Lamy All-Star, and then on the bottom is a Picasso fountain pen, which is a Chinese made fountain pen, which if you haven't seen the review, I'll leave the review down in the description. You can go check that out as well. I mean, whenever you can put this pen up against anything, when it's got a cap on it, when it doesn't have a cap on it, when the cap is on the back, it's still gonna be smaller than most pens. So that's that. Next, we're gonna get a little writing practice with this pen. I'm saying it's practice because I haven't written in cursive like this in years, maybe since I was in like the 4th grade. So this was I don't know why I chose to show you all my cursive, but I showed you because I love you. That's what it is. You tune into the videos and you sticking around with me, and I thank you for that. So a prize is seeing my cursive writing, which is it's difficult. Next time I'm just gonna write regular, maybe. Anyway, what I'm writing is nothing special. I went to the store yesterday. I bought milk and bread because it snowed last night, and I'm from Tennessee. When I'm from Nashville in Tennessee, and whenever it snows, even if it's just like flurries, people run to the grocery store and buy milk and eggs and bread and all of this different type of food because they think they're gonna be snowed in. So I thought I don't know why that was on my mind. Anyway, this is the Pilot Prera pen, and I'm using Noodler's bulletproof black ink inside of the pen. And right here, like I was telling you all earlier, so since this is a calligraphy nib and the nib is flat on the tip, what happens is you get a little variation in the lines compared to a regular medium tip nib, which it's almost like a bulb at the end of the nib. And what that little bulb does, it makes the lines more round feeling, like I said earlier in the video. But what this is when you do vertical strokes, like right here, your line is a little thicker, as you can see. And then when you do your horizontals, the lines come out thinner. And that's because of the shape of the nib. When you run it side to side, it is the flat side of the nib. There's not as much touching the pen when you rub it. Not as much nib touching the paper when you rub it from side to side. So you get thin strokes. And then as you move the pen up and down or vertically, you have more surface area of the pen touching the paper. So you get a thicker line. My thoughts on the pen so far, I haven't got the chance to really get out and sketch with it much, but I plan on doing that soon. I enjoy it so far. I really do. If you like the video, please drop a like. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be bringing more videos soon. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you. Peace.